SEO experts are busy rebranding their playbook with shiny new terms like GEO and AEO. But here's the trap. They're still teaching you tactics that AI already ignores. By the end of this episode, you'll know how to position your content so AI engines recommend you instead of your competitors. Let's dive right in. I'm going to start out addressing three myths. Okay, so myth number one, GEO and AEO are brand new strategies. So while they may be brand new terms and people are talking about it in a way as if it's brand new, this is a strategy that I've actually been using for 12 years. Myth number two, traditional SEO tactics still apply. This is also a big myth because SEO tactics of the past started expiring back in 2015. That's why I switched tactics. That's why I evolved to strategies like GEO and AEO. I didn't call them that. And myth number three, AI engines will automatically find and recommend me without effort. Wouldn't that be wonderful? But yeah, you do have to do the right type of work to get these AI engines to promote you. That's why I created this episode. So let's look at the terms GEO, Generative Engine Optimization, and AEO, Answer Engine Optimization. What does that mean? Well, we do have a new type of search engine. So there's just a way of differentiating between search engines like Google and these AI tools like ChatGPT and Perplexity. If we go back in time to 2015, Google was a website search engine, but it's evolved now to a content search engine. So it's more similar to something like ChatGPT than it was 10 years ago. But for those of us who love using ChatGPT and these AI tools, we know that ChatGPT is much more than just a search engine. So they're calling it a generative engine and optimizing yourself or your content or something so that it can show up on this generative engine is called generative engine optimization. Now, AEO, or Answer Engine Optimization, that term just emphasizes the point that we need to focus on answers. So instead of creating promotional content or entertaining content that doesn't really get recommended by these tools, so if we can create content that provides answers, then tools like ChatGPT are much more likely to recommend us. So whether people still use the old term SEO or the new terms like GEO, AEO, or any other EO that you can think of, it really boils down to the big change. And the big change is we don't need to focus on keywords or tags. We don't do the spammy stuff like link building or blog commenting, but instead we're focusing on creating the content that answers people's questions. So why is this not new? Everyone is talking about GEO and AEO as if it's the latest, greatest thing, but I've been teaching my LEAF strategy, which really focuses on long tail, and most people define long tail as like 5 or 6 words. My definition is 8 words or 10-word questions. And I've been recommending this strategy for 12 years. Well, guess what? That content that we filmed 12 years ago is currently being recommended on ChatGPT. So I just stumbled across the right strategy clear back then, but the good news is the strategy works even better today. So content that I've created in the last month or two is also being recommended on ChatGPT. Now, when I discovered this strategy 12 years ago, I thought, I've probably got a couple of years of running with this strategy before I have a lot of competitors. Well, guess what? In the last 12 years, no competitors have risen up. I've published books, I've published hundreds of videos teaching my strategy, I've spoken at YouTube conferences and marketing conferences, and yet no other marketing company has been teaching this strategy. I do think that now I will start to have more competitors. I was just recently at an SEO conference with all the big marketing companies, all the big SEO companies, and as they're recognizing the shift away from Google and towards ChatGPT, I did hear them start to talk about video, the power of video, the importance of video for getting ranked in ChatGPT. So maybe I will finally have some competitors in this space. Not that I want them, but I do expect it. So let's talk about why video and why YouTube specifically. There are not many content platforms that are searchable, right? If we post an article or a video to Facebook or to LinkedIn, no one can go to that platform and search by topic and find my article or find my video. It just doesn't work that way. The only way that those search engines work is by the person's name. But on the other hand, if I post a video to YouTube, somebody can go to YouTube and search by topic and find my video. Now, blogs also work that way with Google. So what I do and what we do for all of my clients is we film their videos, we put them on YouTube, they follow my LEAF strategy, Then we take the YouTube video transcript and we turn that into a blog post. So then we create a blog page, we embed the video at the top, and we put that blog post below that. Now just doing these 2 steps gets the video ranked at the top of YouTube, gets it ranking at the top of Google search, and gets it showing up in ChatGPT. So let me give you a specific example. If you go to YouTube right now and do a search for Stan the Annuity Man, you'll see the channel that I'm talking about. Stan creates a lot of content answering questions about annuities, and his videos are ranking at the top of YouTube. His videos are ranking on Google, and he's getting traffic, and he's actually generating leads from ChatGPT. So while a lot of people are excited talking about GEO and AEO, my clients don't even have to worry about it because they're already getting the results from it. So if you really want to know what GEO is, well, it's the leaf strategy that I teach. It's like the leaf strategy is GEO before GEO was invented. So the leaf strategy is built around this tree analogy, where the trunk of the tree represents your core area of expertise, and then all the different branches on the tree represent the different categories that you have expertise in, and the leaves on the tree represent these very, very specific questions. So you don't want to make videos on trunk topics or branch topics. You only want to make videos answering these really specific questions. Now, every leaf video that you create becomes a permanent asset to YouTube, Google, and the transcripts of your YouTube videos and your blog posts becomes learning data for platforms like ChatGPT. So the majority of my clients are filming 20 of these leaf videos every single month. They don't have to worry about anything else. It's all done for them, and they're just generating leads from Google, YouTube, and ChatGPT. Do I need to relearn SEO to stay relevant in the AI era? I can understand that question because SEO of the past was very complex and very complicated. The good news is you can actually forget about all that stuff. You don't have to worry about keyword stuffing, link building, blog commenting. You don't have to do any of that stuff anymore. So the stuff that you do need to learn and really focus on is how to find the questions that your target audience is asking and making videos or making content that answers those very, very specific questions. It's much easier, but you do have to be very, very specific. If I already have a blog or YouTube channel, do I need to rebuild everything? Not necessarily. So the blog that you have already, it's probably not following the leaf strategy. So if you start following the leaf strategy, then all the blog posts that you add since will start to rank in search and rank on ChatGPT. Now, the YouTube channel, you want to look at the audience. Who are the people that are watching the videos that are currently there? And when you follow the leaf strategy and you're creating this new content that answers people's questions, is your existing audience gonna like this new content? If the answer is yes, then you can keep your existing channel. Now, I'm happy to take a look behind the scenes at your YouTube channel and analyze the audience to see if it's worth keeping the channel or should we create a brand new channel. Creating a brand new channel is actually pretty easy. How do I know if my videos or blogs are being recommended by ChatGPT? Let me just show you an example to answer this question, and I'll show you 2 different ways that I can know if we're getting results. So the first one is right here in YouTube Analytics. I came into the advanced mode and I'm looking at the traffic source report. Notice there's all these different sources of traffic and YouTube search is at the top. So in the last 28 days, we've had 33,704 views from YouTube search. Search traffic is the most valuable for lead generation, and in Jason's words, he says, "Nate, we're generating more leads than we can handle from YouTube." Now, another traffic source here is external. When I click on that, you'll see Google search is at the top. You'll see ChatGPT on these 2 rows here. So that's one of the ways that we know that we're getting views on our videos on YouTube, from YouTube search, of course, and then Google search and ChatGPT. Now let me show you a Google spreadsheet for my client, Jennifer Kenny, and you can see these dates up here. So January, February, March, all the way over to May of 25, there's nothing but no's. Okay, so that means that for all of these questions that are on the leadership skills branch, Jennifer did not rank at the top of YouTube. But you can see we filmed a lot of these in April and in May, and you can see the launch date. So these are the dates that these episodes have launched on YouTube. So starting in late May and into June and into July, we'll then look at this column. This column shows that on May 30th, we had 3 videos that were ranking at the top of YouTube. And what this starting means is we had to scroll down, but we still found Jennifer's videos in the top 20. And then by June 17th, we had even more yeses. And by July 14th, we have even more. So SEO experts can rename the game all they want, but the truth is simple. If you want the AI engines to recommend you, then you need to be the one answering the right questions. That's exactly what the Leaf strategy is for, even before AEO or GEO became buzzwords. So I'm going to link to another episode right there. It's called The Leaf Strategy, How to Rank #1 on YouTube, because now you know when you can rank #1 on YouTube, you will also rank on Google and show up in ChatGPT and Perplexity. So in that episode, I'm going to show you step by step how to create these evergreen videos that AI, YouTube, and Google can't ignore. I'll see you there.